Right, all right, all right, all right. Hi. Yo, yo, yiggity, yo. So, I'm just so excited, guys, because my Atlanta. It's 9:35, and I've been a procrastinator masturbator for the whole fucking, at least a week now. I've been on Sad Sally and just fucking laying in bed, and I've been exhausted from work, and anyways, long story short, I haven't been able to get any homework done. I wouldn't imagine I'd have a video to make or time to make a video ever, except it's 9:35 and I did all my homework and I'm a good girl. So anyways, first of all, I just want to smooch all of you on the face holes. You're so goddamn cute to me. I love you guys. All of you. I want you to know, I read all of your messages. I don't always have time to especially because some of them I want to really have an in-depth response. So then I just forget about it when I'm like, oh, I'll do that later, and then I forget because I'm retarded. However, I thought that I responded. So if I've never responded to your comment, like a comment on a video, not a message, I swear I thought that I was wicked good at responding to every single comment. I don't get notified about all my comments. What the fuck is that? I went through my videos for the fuck of it the other day and realized one of my videos had 58 comments on it or something. And I was like, what? So I definitely don't get all of the notifications apparently. So I'm going to have to start randomly going through videos when I have time and just, I don't know. Anyways, my point is, I do eventually somehow see every comment, and I have pages of inbox messages that are just, I fucking love. You guys are the best people ever. I got a message today. God damn it. I just read it. Your name starts with a K, and you said that I made you smile, and you haven't smiled in a very long time. And I get a lot of messages that say, basically, what my channel's here for, that I'm here for people who go through the same shit, and that means everything to me. You guys don't even understand. You really don't even, I love you guys. You're awesome. Okay, so I come to you tonight because I was going to answer some questions. I didn't leave my YouTube up. Maybe I should have, but if I try and go through all my messages, a lot of them are messages and then a lot of them have questions. So I'm just going to skim off what comes off my head. I think the thing I see the most, or have seen the most of recently, that both BPDs as well as people who have dated BPDs ask me the most is, how do you deal with jealousy? Either with your jealous borderline partner, or how do I deal with jealousy and how have I gotten better with it? The first thing that I want to say to that is I'm not sure if you've only dated borderlines, but everybody gets jealous. I actually, personally, I think a certain level of jealousy is healthy. Jealousy isn't the word that I think that I'm thinking of for a relationship. I mean the genuine feelings of in a relationship. You know what I mean. I don't have to describe that. Anyways, I think that's normal to a certain extent. If you don't draw boundaries, though, it can ruin a relationship. It can and it will ruin a relationship. And there's a huge difference between jealousy, insecurity, stuff like that, and it can be managed in a healthy, cute way, and some people can just take it lightly. As soon as your girl is being jealous or saying something, she's saying it out of jealousy or whatever, and you should just be able to look at her, and even if it gets annoying, that's where I say you need to make boundaries, though, is because to a certain extent, you shouldn't take it personal, and you shouldn't be like, oh, it's so annoying, she's so insecure all the time. You should look at her and be like, she fucking adores me. It's love, man. So turn around and just kiss her on the face and be like, shut up. I want your boob in my mouth. I don't know. Like, you need to be able to play. Whether you're dating a fucking borderline or a normal person, let me tell you, I've never dated a borderline before. Granted, we're not going to get into that, but I've never dated somebody with borderline before, and those were some jealous mother effers. Like, So I will not and could not speak to you about it only for a borderline, because maybe sometimes I overthink more, or like have more like different scenarios that I build in my head that could happen, like stuff like that. Okay, cool, I understand that. I can totally talk to you about how a lot of the things with jealousy for us is because we'll see what's going to happen. We picture this thing in our head, like, what if this new girl they've been like hanging around with, they're just friends, but what if they realize that they have more fun with them and it's easier to be with them than it is to be with me, and blah, blah, blah. And we build this in our head, and eventually we want the best for that person, and we're like, oh, well, we're not. And then we hate ourselves, and we turn it inwards, and we get really insecure and push people away and whatever. And it takes a really, really understanding person to understand that that just comes off wrong. We don't, there's nothing negative towards you in that. It's all out of love. And I can't, honestly, it's either you're the right person to handle it or you're not. And the worst thing you can do is pretend that you're somebody who you should never. The worst thing that I've gone through with love now is somebody that actually takes the time to make me feel like, despite all of my shit, I'm amazing, and that they understand me and this and that, and there's no way I can push them away because they understand me, and that they want to understand all my traits, and like da-da-da-da. Like, don't make me feel like that, and then turn around and throw everything in my face. Like, what? It doesn't make sense. Either you're an understanding, patient person, or you're an ass cunt. And so, yeah. If you want to date somebody with borderline, the jealousy, I gotta tell you, jealousy is going to be with anybody. I mean, not anybody. There's, granted, those wicked awesome people, like, right on to you, but jealousy is with anybody. As far as with a borderline, the scenarios in their head where they're constantly scared, you become a borderline, and you don't have borderline in your younger years. It doesn't surface until like 18 in your early 20s, because what it surfaces from is that you in your childhood went through something that made you get used to loss instead of consistency. You are more used to feeling loss and hurt and vacancy than you're used to consistency and stability and security. And that crosses wires as you grow. And you don't grow the mind state of an emotionally stable person. Obviously, in some ways you're emotionally stable. We're all different. It's all affected us in different ways. And it's so not categorized and not stereotyped, but it's so, God, what is the word I'm looking for? I don't know, but just having borderline doesn't make you any certain kind of person. We are all still individuals. We all have our weaknesses. We all have our strong points. And I can give you any advice possible because I have a million weak points. A million of them. But I'm a lot further in life today than I was a year ago. And a year ago, I could have killed myself because I was so sick of continuously saying, but I'm better than I was last year, but I'm still not great. And I'd look back and be like, well, I've felt like this for years and I still feel like it. Even though I'm better than I used to be, I'm still not good and I still hate myself and like whatever. And it's a really long road. And I guess that's why I'm here and that's why I do this, because I'm still not where I want to be ever. I don't think I'll ever stop trying to have self-improvement. I don't even think that I would just be like this personally just for borderline. I happened to get diagnosed with borderline at a time where, fuck, I don't even remember why I was there. I had ADHD when I got diagnosed when I was like 14. So maybe that was why I was at a therapist. I think I was like 19 or something when I got diagnosed with borderline, and it hadn't even actually really hit me at that point. I mean, granted, I was a terrible fucking teenager, but not because of borderline necessarily, and borderline started surfacing for me around 21, and good Lord, did it make sense, you know? At first I took it really, really hard. Just like you guys do when you say that I say things and you didn't realize that you do them until you read about it, and that used to kill me. Like, I went through really, really, really bad times that I didn't want to make it out of, because when there's not going to be instant gratification with healing, it's hard to see hope. But if you keep getting up every single day is another day that you can love yourself more. And nobody's ever going to be perfect. But if you can look at yourself right now, you know you're not perfect. But if you didn't love yourself, you wouldn't be focusing on yourself. And I think that's what's important, because a lot of people can't even do that, and I think that you have to remember that. A lot of people are so busy pointing fingers at other people and not looking at themselves and not wanting to own their own shit. And at least you're doing that. So I don't want to see you guys getting so sad on me. I just hate that I can't come fucking snuggle you. Hate when you guys come on here sad. And by hate it, I mean you can totally come on here whenever you want, but it makes me sad that you're sad. Fuck! Maybe throw pens at you. Maybe I should throw pens at you. If you want, shoot me some videos and I can actually make, how about this? As a dedication to my appreciation for you guys, I will make you some, well, I would say individual videos, but I guess it depends how many. No, I act like I have a huge fan base, but like I guess it depends how many messages I get, because if I get like 15, then I'll probably throw some videos together, but I can make you all individual videos. Ask me questions. Yeah, that's what you guys can do. Send me a message or a comment. I'll look at both, I promise. And give me questions, things you want me to talk about, whatever, and I will make a video directly about that to you. Throwing my pen all over the place. Alright, so this was supposed to be about jealousy. I guess I kind of bailed on that, huh? With jealousy, like I said, that's going to go for every individual person that you date. And I think the best way to deal with jealousy, first of all, you have to make sure that your relationship and your communication is healthy. If both people are not in it fully, it's never going to work, first of all. And second of all, you need to be able to sit down and talk to each other. And you can't attack and you can't get defensive. You need to be able to play. Communication, communication, communication. And if somebody has a jealousy issue, find a way to nurture it. You can't shun somebody's weaknesses and insecurities. You have to take them as who they are and understand why they do what they do and where it's coming from and what makes them who they are. Because I promise you, anything like jealousy and stuff like that is based directly out of love and care and being scared. So everybody just hug everybody, all right? You're all beautiful, and I love all of you.